Yeah. Came at 17. Damn. Give me my money. My money.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang araw sa inyo. At siyempre kay Bing, ang ating presidente ng Iloilo Provincial Capital Press Corps. Bing, thank you very much for arranging this, and I would like to thank also the governor and the staff. Social to. Ngayon lang kami napunta sa ganitong press ko. Napakaganda. But maraming salamat sa pagpunta nyo rito at sa nagpapasalamat ko rin sa mga empleyado ng provincial government sa mainit ninyong pagtanggap. At yung ating mga kababayan sa Iloilo, no, kanina, doon kami sa Marks Cafe, sa talagang masaya kami. Very warm reception ng Ilonggo. Mga kababayan ng tatay ko. Magandang araw sa inyo. Sige, ma'am.
Yes, we would like to hear your opening statement.
I'm good.
Here. Opening statement and your purpose for visiting Iloilo po.
Well, this is our part of our listening tour, and we opted to go to communities, sectors all over the country. As we promised, Doc Willie and I and the team, that we will go to, sabi ko nga hanggang bundok ng Tralala. Hanggang kaya namin mag-team, din namin. Already pag-ugnayan kami because I really wanted to learn the real situation of our people in the municipal level. Because we wanted to take the lead from the country. Hindi lang ng city ang presidente. From 7,100 islands may get presidente. That includes our water, all places. So, masaya naman kami.
Sila na lang.
Siguro, humigit kumulang 100 munisipyo, LGU na, ang napuntahan namin na matter of 2 months. It's a tedious way, but we're very happy because the team felt the same thing that kahit saan kami magpupunta, mainit ang pagtanggap ng mga kababayan natin. And thank you. We're very excited to go around Panay Island. And sa isang pakisuyo ko sa campaign team, kung mag-iikot ako sa Panay Island, ang pakisuyo ko lang sa kanila, gusto ko mag-start ako kung saan nagsimula ang mga dumagoso. At napatunayan ko kahapon hindi ako rare species. Kasi sa Tondo, isa lang ang dumagoso. Eh yung pala, libo-libo ang dumagoso sa San Jose, sa San Joaquin, sa Hamtik, yung lahi ng tatay ko. Sa boundary ng Iloilo at saka Antique, at saka sa Antique proper. So I'm happy to learn that, and excited to go around the entire Panay Island. If weather permit in the coming days and weeks, especially and definitely by January, we'll be back again here in Panay. So, halo-halo na yun. Iloilo, Capiz, Aklan, Bacolod, Negros, lahat. No? Magsisinupin namin. And sa mga manonood, sa mga kababayan natin dito na mga Ilonggo, Kareka, yan, lahat. Kasi pipilitin namin kayong maabot sa lalong madaling panahon. Bago magbukas ang kampanya sa February.
Yes, first question po, Mayor, is from Ellie Rose Taorbe of Iloilo Metropolitan Times.
Mayor, good afternoon and welcome sa Iloilo. So yung questions ko po are, why would the Longgos vote for you and what are your priorities if ever you will be elected as president?
Well, MBN. Minimum basic needs. Doc Willie and I and the group plan to, in our own little way, may awa ang Diyos at sa tulong nyo, naging presidente kami, naging vice-presidente kami, maging senador. We will focus on the minimum basic needs for the next and first 2 years of that 6 years. More on social services. The direction of the next government under my watch, if given a chance, is all about life and livelihood. Buhay, mapangalagaan, salamat kay Doc. Kasi doktor yung partner ko. The same thing that what we did in Manila, fortunately, the people of Manila gave me a vice mayor who is also a doctor. And modesty aside, despite Manila being the most dense city, if not in Asia, but definitely in the Philippines. 2 million plus nighttime population, 3 million daytime population. Today, as we speak, about 80 plus na lang ang active cases namin, with about 800 plus bed capacity in our quarantine facility and more than 800 bed capacity for our mild, moderate cases. And 149% vaccinated and 126% vaccinated for second dose, on top of the vaccination for 12 to 17 years old at 80% in less than 1 month. And a few thousand, especially the A1, A2, A3 vaccinated as booster for our A1, A2, A3. So the same concept of life, protecting life, will be applied in the entire country on how we manage in our own little way the COVID infection in the city of Manila. Then because of, I think records will show now, because of efficiency of my fellow co-workers in Manila City Government, especially our medical frontliners, the City of Manila, as a matter of policy, medyo liberal yung pagbubukas ng negosyo. Because we wanted people to have an opportunity to go back to work. Sabihin, we can learn how to live with COVID-19 and go back to work safely. So, almost the same formula. May awa ang Diyos, kami ni Doc Willie at si Samira, si Joped, si Carl, will focus on stabilizing our capacity for a possible surge or continuing infection, then buksan ang ekonomiya, buksan ang negosyo para magkaroon ng hanap buhay ang tao. Tapos, walang magugutom. Yes. Hindi po sa pagbubuhat ng bangko, masiyasat po ninyo, yung pamamahala, depende talaga sa pananaw ng leader. You know, last year, 2020, there was a survey September that there will be involuntary hunger. That was September. I think it was SWS who came up with that survey for 2021. So, you know, September, as local government, we prepare our budget for the coming year. And I immediately stopped the deliberation of budget and reintroduce new direction for 2021 budget. So, yung mga pagawaing kalsada, kinansel namin, dilipat namin sa pagkain. So, 700,000 families every month for the next 6 months nakakain. Sabihin na itawid. The same manner ang gagawin natin sa national. Proteksyon ng buhay, buksan ng hanap buhay, tapos mapakain natin, maitawid natin yung tao. Walang magutom. Kumbaga, hindi man siya perfectong 100% solusyon sa tamunahing pangangailangan mo, mararamdaman mo na may gobyerno kang masasala. So, that will happen in the next 2 years. We will invest more on our people in social services. If I can do it in Manila, 2022 budget at 60%, almost 60% of our budget is dedicated to social services. So mapapansin nyo na yung proof of concept on how are we going to redirect all our resources in the national government addressing the minimum basic needs. Second, whatever the President Duterte have started with regard to build, we'll continue to pursue it. Yung mga naumpisahan niya na. The reason behind, kasi ang gusto ko naman, huwag masayang yung buwis ng tao. Kasi nagiging habit in the past na kapag nagpapalit ng administrasyon, yung tulay, nasa kalahati pa lang, hindi na matuloy. Kaya nagiging diving board na lang. Kasi nga, ginawa na dating administrasyon. Rest assured, all of you here, whatever is there, we will continue. But we will do the same thing by principle. Build. Build more hospital, build more school, build more business, build more jobs, and build more housing. So, makikita ninyo, basic governance. May awa ang Diyos. 2 years thereafter, tapos na. Nairausan natin ng tao, naitawid na natin yung tao. Then let's go to Mars together. Let's envision things. Let's go up after to more, better things for us. Pero sa ngayon, tao muna. Murang bilihin, murang gasolina, murang kuryente, may trabaho ang tao, mabawasan yung pangamba niya kapag na-infection siya dahil may posibilidad pa rin may infection ang tao. Walang mamatay kahit may infection dahil may gamot, may makina, may espasyo. So doon iinog ang buhay nating lahat, 100 milyong Pilipino sa buong bansa under our leadership. Tao muna.
Next question, Mayor, is from Barkadahan sa Iloilo.
Good afternoon, Mayor. This is just a follow-up because you almost mentioned everything. Ang nakikita ko namin problema ngayon is yung pumapasok sa hospital. Nagiging problema na ngayon talaga ang pambayad or something like that. No? Especially with the problem...
COVID.
COVID.
Bayad sa COVID.
Pagpapasok ng hospital. And what I'm saying is, when you go to the hospital, usually, yung iba hindi na lang papasok ng hospital because mahal. Diyan siya mamamatay sa babayarin niya. And particularly, specifically, ang problem ngayon which we expected, the health sana ng PhilHealth, parang nagiging problema, particularly in Iloilo City. The 7 hospitals are even nag-withdraw na on this as far as PhilHealth is concerned because of the problem of non-payment sa mga claims and their issues on claims. So, I don't know if you have part of your agenda or a platform, paano yan maisosolve under your office?
Okay. One, I don't believe that people should pay for COVID infection. Pero, the same manner, private hospital as an entity for business, talagang maniningil yun. Kaya kung bakit, hindi po naman namin binubuhat ang aming bangko sa Maynila. Maraming salamat sa British government. February of 2020, I was sent to London to study at the time, hindi pa pandemic. Pero may high infection na sa atin. So, nung nakita ko yung plano ng British government about how to address pandemic. So, easily, yun yung inuuna na namin. Yung hospital. In-establish kagad namin yung Infectious Disease Control Center facility in Santa Ana Hospital. Santa Ana Hospital is a public hospital. So my point is, if we continue to reinforce, re-strengthen, and invest in our public health care as a state, then Like me, I can afford to go to private hospital, but I opted to go to public hospital because I know for a fact that meron akong high flow, meron akong CT scan, meron akong gamot, meron akong doktor, meron akong nurse, meron akong COVID bed. And that's what we need in a COVID infection. So, ibig sabihin, pag napapanatag natin ng tao, mapamayaman, middle class o upper middle class, kasi mahirap automatic sa public hospital. Pati may kaya, pagkakatiwalaan na yung ating public healthcare facility. We did that in Manila, and I think we can duplicate because what we did is replicable. It can be replicated. All you have to do is scale it in a national level. Second, with regard to PhilHealth, yung PhilHealth, alam niyo, may awa Diyos, pala rin ako. Hindi ako maglalagay na ng doktor sa PhilHealth. Hindi ako maglalagay ng mga retired individual sa PhilHealth. All from the leadership of PhilHealth and top executive, maglalagay ako ng finance guide. Huwag kayong maligaw na hindi ko mo PhilHealth, health ang pinag-uusapan. It's finances. Pera yan ng mga miyembro. Tama ba? Dapat yung pera na yan, lumalago. Pinalalago. Hindi ang pambili lang ng gamot. Or gagawin natin, gagastusin natin. Tapos, the chances of this village, yun nga sabi mo, nawala ng pera, bakit nawala yung pera, baka kasi yung projection hindi nakita. So, who understands finances? Financial guy. So, yung mga doktor, lagay ko sa ospital. Huwag natin sa PhilHealth, it's a financial institution, you put finance guy. You don't put retired individuals there. You put young individuals who understand how to grow money because pera to ng taong bayan and you know, I am no economist, but basic in finances, if money put in the room, in a box, in a vault, the value of it will, the value of that money will lose in a matter of few years, and that it will every year kainin ng inflation nyo. Then how can we go after and defeat inflation? So the money, ang pera ng mga miyembro ng PhilHealth dapat lumaki. Para lumaki, kailangan finance guy ang ilagay natin sa PhilHealth. If I make sense, it's up to you to decide. But I don't believe that the doctors should manage PhilHealth. No, they should manage health services, not the finances. So, magtitino yan under my watch. Tsaka, you know, technologies has been with us for 20 years. I mean, modern technologies and access to technologies. Again, I'm sorry to say this, but you know, there is always a proof of concept when I claim such thing. No? In Manila, nagkaroon ng natural good effect when we adapt to technology and synchronize everything, that even fellow Filipinos abroad in the height of pandemic can pay their amilyar, they can buy their this because we adapt. I think hospital system, meron naman ng public, and of course, private, kailangan may isang system lang yun. Yun ang akin. But that is my take. I think Doc Willie has something to share as a matter of idea kasi health naman ang pag-uusapan, not PhilHealth.
Yes, matagal ako ng trabaho sa Department of Health for 5 years. Alam ko yung problema ng PhilHealth. Ngayon ang problema kasi kulang ang pera nila. Kaya nagiging very complicated yung mga papeles. mas complicated ng papeles, mas nahihirapan yung ospital para hindi sila magbayad. Diba? Sa problema.
I mean,
Tapos yung classification, sobrang komplikado. Sa isang sakit, sa dami, nalilito na yung doktor. Yung doktor, hindi na nagre-reklamo sa akin, buong araw, nag-check na lang eh. Kasi nga, hindi nga makabayad. Kasi nga, kulang yung pera sa PhilHealth. Kung hihingi natin yung pera sa tao, magagalit ang tao. Kaya pwede tayo maglagay ng pera more galing sa national government. Yun. Ang pinaka-problema ng PhilHealth, yung interoperability ng sistema sa local tsaka dun sa national. Iba yung sistema, kaya mano-mano, kaya mabilis makadaya. So, hindi ganun kadali yung interoperability, malaking amount, I think 1 to 2 years. Pero basically kasi, kinaligtaan ng gobyerno yung kalusugan. Walang libreng gamot, walang libreng check-up, walang libreng gamot sa high blood at diabetes. Kaya pagdating sa ospital, heart attack na, stroke na, wala na, ending na. Pero kung nag-focus tayo sa prevention, bigay ng gamot, mga bata, mga buntis, inaalagaan natin para paglabas ng bata natin, normal. Yung mga bata natin paglabas, blue baby, cerebral palsy, habang buhay, kawawa tayo. Ganun na kasimple. So si Yorme, maglalagay siya maraming pera sa kalusugan, alagaan natin, magiging mas matatalino mga bata, mas konti mga hospital, at siyempre nga, maglalagay na lang ng pera sa national government. Kundi yan talaga, mag-aalisan sila, magwewelgahan lahat yan. At siyempre yung corruption pa. Yung finance guy, ito magaling siya sa corruption. Mahuli. So kawawa talaga yung mga kababayan.
because, it's all about math. And math is a perfect science. 1 plus 1 equals 2. And the best way is to get people to make PhilHealth financially healthy. And it has to be. Because the principle is good. The intent is very, very good. Access to proper health. Kaya may pantay yung makakamit na mahirap, middle class after middle class at mayaman in terms of services.
Last na lang yun, papalakasin natin yung health center. Pag malakas ang health center, puno sa gamot, merong laboratory, gagaling na doon sa baba, hindi na-abot dito sa mga hospital na mga magaling. Ganun po talaga. Kaya tayo tumatakbo, nakakaawa.
Next question is from Daryl Sarmiento of GMA. Next also after Daryl is Nancy of Bobo Radio, and next is
Good afternoon po, Mayor. Kasi dito in the Region 6, the presence of insurgency is still there. So once elected as president, will you continue to support the National Task Force to end local communist armed conflict? Thank you.
I will utilize that money to provide jobs and opportunity. Instead of buying whatever intelligence is there. Hindi pa naman tayo tumatalino sa intelligence. Yes. Ako kasi ang katwiran ko. Galing ako sa, just so you know, galing ako sa wala eh. Basura kinakain ko, tira ng tao. Kung wala yung pagpag, hindi available yung pagpag, malamang naboryong ako, luminya ako sa highway, na merwisyo ko ng kapwa ko po. Because, if I may borrow this statement, this is not a statement, it's a statement made by a former president, sabi nga, hungry stomach knows no law. Alam naman ng ibang kasapi ng samahan na yan, ng armed group, na marami sa kanila, if not all, pero marami sa kanila. Kaya sila napunta ron, let's be adventurous, para kahit paano may mapakain tayo sa pamilya natin. That's possible. Eh iba naman, pinaglalaban nila, prinsipyo. And I try to talk sense with them. Because I do believe in ideas, I do believe in theology, your opinion is as good as mine, I respect thinkers. But to address that, para hindi sila matulak ng Estado sa dingding ng lipunan na wala nang silang maatrasan, is to provide opportunity. So the money will stay, that NTF I will utilize that to provide more jobs and opportunity, especially in the far-flung areas na minsan highly neglected.
Mayor, may I just add?
Sure.
If you will be president, do you agree that we will have to abolish NPF-LCAP?
No, abolishment is what is the reason why you created such fund? What is the purpose? Now, if the purpose is to stop insurgency, especially in that mountain area between Antique and Iloilo, by throwing silver, throwing bullets to each other, you're just creating so much hate and vengeance among each other, among Filipinos. Now, best way is, okay, maaaring may tama kang pinaglalaban, but taking arms against the state under democratic government is against the law. Now, we cannot tolerate that. Now, kailangan mong hanapin ano ang nagtulak sa kanila. Pang-aapi ba? Pang-aabuso ba? O kawalan ng oportunidad? Kawalan ng pagkakataon na may mairaos siya para sa pamilya. If that is the case, or that fund utilized by our military, then I will redirect the course of action. Instead of buying bullets, I'll buy food. I'll buy business. I'll create opportunity. Then, to their leaders, I'll find peace. Peace is a very expensive word nowadays. Peace is hard to find. But we must pursue long-lasting, just peace. Ako, hindi ako ang haba ng pasensya ko sa buhay. Kaya saka, very optimistic naman akong tao. Galing lang ako sa basura, naging mayor pa ako ng Maynila. Ano pa ba ang hirap nakakarating? So, titiisin ko sila, liliwanagin natin ang kaisipan nila, but we must offer something for their members so that they will not grow anymore and continue to exist. Natural death will occur. Then, of course, we'll continue demanding and we'll continue the purpose of our armed forces to protect every civilian, every citizen of this country. And that includes foreigner in our water. Because the sauce for the gander is the sauce for the goose.
Next question, Mayor. Please be quick, no? Mga hinahabol kasi si Mayor. Last four.
It's okay.
It's okay. Lindsay.
Good afternoon, Mayor.
I'll do my best.
May hesitancy po ba on your part since the governor and the city mayor of Iloilo are both supporters of VP
Ay, hindi ko alam kung supporter na sila ng ibang kandidato. Kasi wala pa namang kampanya. But I am grateful to Mayor Treñas and Governor and other leaders. Why? Ito lang ginagamit natin na ito, malaking bagay na sa akin. Ang pulubing hindi nakakapamili. Kaya ito, this kind of reception, assistance given to us, by both of us, is highly appreciated by yours truly. And I will never forget. I don't forget. I really don't forget those people who are with me on the way out. Because principle of gravity will be applied to everyone. Anything that goes up must come down. And may awa ang Diyos, someday, dahil isa sa bagay napagtagumpayan ko sa buhay, lahat ng naging mabuti sa akin, nililingan ko kasi wala akong stiff neck. Malay ninyo, di ba? Sa kabaitan ng mga Ilonggo, baka 2 tulay ang mangyari dito. Oh, may tulay ka na papuntang Guimaras, may Guimaras to another island ka pa. O di, may sinuswerte. Sabi ka sa totoo, ang may taya, may tama. I hope you get that metaphor. But I'm really happy with all honesty. Kahit saan ako magpunta. Alam mo nung tumira ako sa Bacolod, wala yun, walang event yun eh. Wala lang eh, gusto ko lang yung manok doon eh. Tinira ko lang yung manok. Alam mo, lumabas yung utaw eh. Lumabas yung tao. Walang ano yun ha, wala lahat. Sabi ko, bago tayo lumipad, chichicha muna ako doon sa manukan. The same thing kagabi, yung tinira natin. Tatoys. Hindi sa ano. Kaya sabi ko, bakit masyadong mainit ang pagtanggap ng mga Ilonggo sa akin? So, I'm really happy. Di ba? So, like in this case, yung tanong mo, talagang maraming salamat sa provincial government and city government. And I respect their views. And I respect their choices. Pero ako, alam mo, kanina sabi ko, di ba, mahaba ang pasensya ko, hanggat hindi pa sila pumupunta sa hurna, pwede pa magbago ang isip nila. Anumang tigas ng bulalo, lalambot din yun. Ikakadyos ko yun.
Next question, Mayor, is
Sir, napag-usapan kanina tungkol sa insurgency, no? At sa pagkakapagkakaliga. Pero para nakalintana kayong problema natin sa West Philippine Sea. Na, just in case kung ikaw na.
Basta, Pamlon, ito magaganap. Mahirap magbuhat ng bangko. But I guarantee you, ang laway ko masasanla. Because that's the only asset that I have. Wala akong kapatid, wala akong... Sabi ko nga muntik ako makaramdam ng kaulilaan. Ngayon, at least alam ko na maraming dumagoso sa Panay. But the thing is, ang naging puhunan ko, laway. At tapanghawakan ng tao. Now, you may check that anything that I say or said in Manila happened. Minsan pa nga, modesty aside, pinangako ko 10 taon, na ganun 2 taon. Here we are again. Again, I'm going to repeat this. I said this in Zambales when I was with the Bishop Focus. We will be fearless in insisting the Hague ruling. We will be. But we will be fair dealing economically to other countries. And that includes China. Because the economic issue and trade issue is far different from our West Philippine Sea issue. But we will be faithful to every Filipinos, especially fishers folks. Ginagarantiya ko sa iyo, Kamlon, makakapangisda tayo. At ginagarantiya ko sa iyo, kung ano man ang nakuha nila doon, hanggang doon na lang yun. Hindi na lalaki yun. Ginagarantiya ko sa iyo, kapag may lumapag ng ating sovereignty, ano man barko yun, hindi otorisado. Barkong panggera, barkong pangingisda ng banyaga, gagawin kong dekorasyon sa ilalim ng dagat. Pinalayas ko ngayon tumawag sa atin ng province of China. Just a gentle reminder. If you want proof of future action, hindi tayo makipaggera. Ayoko ng gera. Ang kawawa dyan, lagi tao. Ang collateral damage yan, ordinaryong tao. But it doesn't mean napipitik-pitik ang tenga natin, hindi natin tinutusok ang mata nila. Huwag naman gano'n. But we have to deal with our neighbors, neighboring countries, on other things, in other areas. And that's why, if I'm going to entertain, diyan pa rin sa tanong mo, if I'm going to entertain any future agreement my question to myself is, what is it for the Philippines? What is it for Filipinos? For example, may pending na isang batas. Sana huwag nilang ituloy yun dahil tatamaan yung magsasaka. Anong tawag doon? RCEP ba yun? It's a trade agreement. Tingnan mo, ito buladas eh. Dito tayo madalas marami kasing bolero eh, ng bobola, and that includes other countries. Sabi ng agreement, ay, pwede kayo sa amin mag-export. Export nyo produkto ninyo. Tapos sabi nila, kami naman, mag-export din sa bansa nyo. Dapat tanggapin ninyo. Aba, ang ganda pakinggan, ano? Pero mo makakapag-export na tayo. Basta mag-export din sila sa atin. But the thing is, sila may produkto, agrikultura. Tayo, export natin. See? Anong produkto? Minsan nga, nag-export tayo sa same bansa na yun. Hindi lang nila nagustuhan ng mga isang polisiya. Penervision nila yung banana natin. May sakit daw, may sakit. Pagka ganun ang trato nila, magkakasakit din yung bigas nila pag dumating sa bansa. Because, ang hirap magsaka. Mahirap magtanim ng... Kasi nga, I've been around. Ikot ako ng ikot. Ang hirap ng walang tubig ang palay, wala kang access road, wala kang abono. Tapos pag ano mo ng palay mo, tabla-talo. Mas lamang yung talo. Ang panalo mo, tabla. I mean, we have to be worried. I'm telling you, and a gentle reminder, tayo nag-aangkat ng bigas sa isang bansa. I will not mention the country. But there was a time na takot sila dahil yung Mekong River mukhang may gagawin. Natakot sila na bakit hindi dumating yung tubig sa bansa nila. So yung bigas nilang hawak, for 3 weeks hindi pinadala sa atin last year. Pero pinadala pa rin, naturally. Pero natakot sila. So my point, mentioning that, what if wala na magpadala ng bigas sa atin? I mean, wala tayong mabiling bigas. So we have to be resilient, we have to be innovative, we have to invest in our agriculture, we have to allow our fishers folks to fish in our water. Because if you're asking about NTF, yung CAC na yun, because that is threat to our security, I personally believe, I don't know with the military and others, that the first and primary threat to national security is food security. So I think it's high time for us na yung galunggong na binili nyo sa palengke hindi nakalagay sa styrofoam at matigas pa at nakalagay doon ching chung chay. You go around. I challenge each and every one of you. How come itong mga isdang ito kinuha sa bansa natin, dinala sa bansa nila, pinakage, pinreserve, o babalik sa atin, mahal na. So, yes, Kamlon. We will be fearless, we will be fair, but we will be faithful to every Filipinos, and that includes our fishers folks. Filipino first, and I will do the widodo.
Yes. Sir, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. We hope basta naman natin yung mga questions, pero kinakat na daw.
Okay, wala kayong tanong sa mga senador ko.
Few statements
Sige.
sa kanila po.
Sa kanila. Sayang naman, dito na. Kalawitin nyo na. Total, 12 titirahin ninyo. Nandito na yung 3. Siyam na lang ang problema nyo.
Kay Ma'am Samira po.
Respects to Iloilo. Thank you for the
Sorry.
respects to Iloilo. You know siguro that in 2019 you supported me. Thank you very much. And this is my first time to return back. And I'd like to thank the press for allowing us return kay Governor, kay Mayor po. I joined Yorme upon the invitation of Action Democratico and I believe in bilis kilos in a time na pandemya po. At I didn't mean to hurt my former party. I continue to be a believer of my community. The human rights in me still remains po. But this is a time of pandemic and I appeal to my Ilonggo family. Pinakilala niyo ako sa publiko, isang simpleng Muslim na babae, hindi alam ng nasyonal. I came to be known 2019 because of you. So sana po, like kanina, hindi na ako nila pinapansin yung mga ilan dahil po my so-called shift in my party. And I feel hurt, of course, with some of us who don't receive my calls dito sa Iloilo, but I feel more love that some of you have welcomed me. And I believe in Yorme and Doc Willie and our party because it's a time of crisis. And here in Mindanao, alam namin na among the 16 regions, kami po yung poorest of the poor. At kung naniniwala po kami na may chance pa, Samira, a Bakwit leader, will fight for Ilonggo's poor, for crisis victims, for typhoon victims, for fire victims. I believe in the communities of the barangays to be empowered na meron silang mga fire trucks, ambulances, the same way Manila has provided opportunities sa aming mga minoridad. So yun po, I'm here. Samira Gutok, nagpaalam po ako sa aking partido, noon Liberal Party. I hope you continue to trust in me, Western Visayas, dahil nakilala po ako dahil sa inyo. Salamat po.
Si Carlo. Teka lang. Pwede na pala ako magtrabaho sa system.
Thank you very much, Rob. Thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, it's the crisis that pushed me to run. Of course, on the invitation of Yorme. There are three crises we're facing: the health crisis, the educational crisis, and the livelihood crisis, the economic crisis. I happen to belong to the three sectors. I'm the only one running with the license as a licensed teacher, and I have a doctorate degree in education. I'm an educator. I reached the highest level of education in education, and I could be a solution to what we call the new normal of education, which I want to be a better normal of education. I am also a health professional, but I'm the only teacher with a doctorate degree running. And I'm also the only nurse, midwife with a master's degree running. So I understand health. I was a professor of health. I was a dean of the College of Nursing. I'm an author and a reviewer. And I believe that education and health should come together. And I am offering myself as a technocrat of this Senate with your permission and with your help. And lastly, I have been hosting a television radio show with ABS-CBN for 20 years. It's called Radyo Negosyo. I'm also a doctor of humanities, and I have international management education, executive education from Stanford University and the National University of Singapore. I'm talking like this because I want this election that I suppose have changed because of the pandemic and the crisis to also change the way we look at candidates, not based on name recalls or or political capital, but on credentials, and that's what we're bringing. I'm very thankful to Yorme to have included me in a very few slot for the Senate. So I'll be addressing the three issues of K, kalusugan, kabuhayan, and katanungan. I have championed the micro enterprises, and I'm also part of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Philippine Franchise Association. And what I can bring in the Senate is not only my education, but also my network with these three sectors who actually pushed me to run with Yorme and with my family's permission, of course. So I will be doing this in my life only once, and I hope that the Filipino people will read through my credentials and my experience so that there will be technocrats in the Senate. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat.
Magandang hapon po. Ako'y hindi bago sa serbisyo publiko. Naglingkod po ako sa legislatura ng 9 na taon. 3 taon sa barangay at 6 na taon sa Sangguniang Panglungsod ng Lungsod ng Quezon. Naging author ng Quezon City Tricycle Franchising Ordinance, kauna-unahan noon sa bansa, at naging author din ng Pamantasang Politekniko ng Lungsod ng Quezon. 11 taon ako sa sangay ng Pamahalang Nasyonal sa Pabahay. 4 na taon sa National Housing Authority at 7 taon sa bilang presidente ng National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation. Kaya nakaikot na rin po ako sa Panay Island. Ang nabisita ko nga lang ay lahat ng resettlement sites dito. Kaya ako'y natutuwa na nandito po ako ulit at nakakaikot, nakikinig sa problema dito sa aking listening tour. So kami patuloy na iikot at natutuwa rin naman ako na marami rin sa mamamayan ng Pilipinas ay nanonood ng kapag nasa katwiran paglaban mo. So kami patuloy na mag-iikot para pakilala ang aming sarili at alamin ang problema ng bansa. At maraming salamat sa pagkakataong ibigay po ninyo sa amin.
Again, maraming salamat sa ating provincial government, the leadership of our beloved governor. At maraming salamat sa local media na nandito sa inyo, sa inyong oras na pinagkaloob sa amin. Now, let me take this opportunity. Maigi na. Sabi nga, nagsasabi ng tapat, nagsasama ng maluwat. Mga kababayan kong Ilonggo, ako, hindi nyo makikita sa akin, hindi nyo matatanaw o maririnig na ako ay 100% Bisaya. But whether I like it or not, the blood that runs under my vein is pure-blooded Bisaya. My mom is from Samar, my father is from Antique. Let me take this opportunity to appeal to you, to all people in Panay. Bakit kayo nandito? It's been more than 60 years na nagkaroon ng presidente dito galing sa Panay. The last time was former President Manuel Rojas from Capiz. After that, wala na. Kung hindi Luzon. So, now, fortunately, Mindanaoan were given a chance to take the lead or to produce a leader for our country. Now, ako naman po'y umaakila sa inyo. May kandidato pong taga-Norte na presidente. May kandidato pong taga-Southern Luzon na presidente. Mano ba, ako naman ay taga-Maynila, pero ngayon lang kayo ulit may pagkakataon magkaroon ng presidente galing sa Panay, ang dugo. Kaya umaapila ako sa inyo, may awa ang Diyos. Ako naman, kung ako'y pagmamalasakitan ninyo at bibigyan nyo ng pagkakataon, ang isusukli ko na lang sa inyo. Pipilitin kong maging masino, mainam at episyenteng makapaglingkod sa bahay. Iraraos ko kayo. Yun ang gagawin ko. Kung paano ko niraos ang mga tagalungsod ng Maynila, lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya, hirap na hirap ang buhay nila. Kaliwat kanan. Pero bagamat magkaganoon, hindi rin may katayla ng krimen sa Maynila ay lagapak. Lagapak na lagapak. Bagamat hirap ang tao. So kung ano man ang nangyari sa Maynila at sa matter of principle in governance, administratively speaking, siya rin pong aking gagawin sa buong bansa. Kaya sa mga Ilonggo, nakikinig, Antiqueño, sa Capiz, sa Aklan, sa Bacolod, sa Negros, laban natin po. Ngayon naman sa mga kababayan natin, lalo na yung mga wala. Ako po ay peking hasyendero. Kasi yung lupa hindi naman namin, squatter kami. Nag-asyenda-asyenda lang yung nanay ko. Ang malaki kasi yung lupain namin, bulubundukin na tumuusok pa. But, ako po ay produkto ng isang pamilyang ordinaryo galing sa bahaging dito. Dito dako. Dito galing. Itong batang ito. Pinanganak ako sa Tondo, pinanganak ako sa Maynila, lumaki sa Maynila and so on. But, this is the first time you hear meron kayong pato. Meron kayong panlaban. Help me. I need your help. Buong kababaang loob, kailangan ko ng tulong ninyo. All I need always in my life is always a chance. Because when I was given a chance at task, I do try to excel from it. Yun na lamang ang supli ko nga. I will do my very best, my own little way, with the help of my partner, Doc Willie, my 3 senators. Total, 12 naman ang titirahin nyo, 9 na lang ang hanapin ninyo. Nandito na yung 3. Kami po ay humihingi ng tulong sa bawat isa sa inyo. Kayo na mga tagapagbigay ng balita, tamang impormasyon sa ating kapwa dito sa buong Panay, kailangan ko po ng tulong ninyo. Tulungan niyo po kami na maipahatid ang mensahe namin na humingi kami ng tulong sa inyong lahat. Muli, maraming salamat. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng kung may kapal, kapit lang, iawa ang Diyos ay makakaraos din tayo. Pilipinas, God first. Thank you. Yung picture may bayad mo. Patira tayo dito. Dito na lang para sa Kodli.
Dali, marami. Very good. Dokumentaryo lang. Ganda mo sa akin. It's a different. NDFL ka.
Old statement.
Ano, kasi kamlon ka mga tao. Niloloko ko lagi.
Si Japa.
Mukha ni Butete.
Tara tayo sa ano?
Halika. Tayo sa Kodli.
Sa ulit kayo.
Disaster preparedness po yung